Getting there, a lot better.
You sound great, like.
I'm waiting his bum.
She's busy running around after me because I'm a lot iller than her. She reckons I've got man flu.
Who's in the dark?
You are?
You are, Michael.
You are.
Interesting.
Put your lights on, son.
Yeah. Funny that.
You're the invisible man.
All right. David, could you have had COVID, do you think?
Well, no, according to the tests, the lateral flow test said not, but the symptoms could have been like,
I've heard of some people who've got it and get a negative flow test.
Aye.
We certainly didn't. It went ping straight away, didn't it?
Michael, what's that you got on your face, son? You got COVID on your face.
Just a smug look.
No, it's not. You've got some sort of weird furry, hairy thing on it. Is that a wig?
Yeah, it's a wig, aye. You should try one for your head.
Oh, there's no need to be first.
Mine's a slightly different colour to what you'd need for your head.
I'll go and get it, my Elvis wig out.
I thought I saw Danny there before. Where is he?
Oh, he was in a restaurant in the Lake District, but he answered anyway.
Oh, is he camping in the Lake District, did you say?
He was just sat in a restaurant in the Lake District, but he's actually stopping in a youth hostel.
Oh, right, aye. So he's not camping out.
Thank God, no, because it's, what, -1, -2, I would imagine, overnight?
Aye, -4, I think.
In the lakes it'll be pretty extreme, but he's with a mate. They decided to get the main reason they decided to get which is what I won't go, youth hostel room instead of camping was because you can't wild camp in England really, and it's difficult in the lakes obviously to find anywhere to wild camp. Plus, I think the youth hostels in
private land.
Well, you're not allowed to wild camp in England. You can wild camp in Scotland, but you can't wild camp in England.
Well, it's because you've got the right to roam anywhere in Scotland.
That's right.
But here it's private land.
Yeah.
Fran's an expert, but she's a way to defrost the fridge.
Well, we tended to go camping over the borders if we ever went camping because we don't really like campsites. We prefer wild camping.
Oh.
Scotland get round the problem. You can walk anywhere you like. When we walked in Scotland, they had these great big bloody stiles you couldn't get the dog over. They went about 100 foot up the one wall and down the other.
Big ladder
stairs. They'll fix you, mate, if you take your dog.
Oh, just to change the subject, why has David got an aerial on his head?
I don't know. Take your counter. What have you got there, David?
Just a music stand. I was trying to lower it, but it won't go down any lower.
I've seen something like that before, but it was in mine detector.
Where did you see one of them? Not in the RAF, you did.
I'd be pleased if I passed one of them lateral flow tests because I've never passed the test in my life.
Bloody hell. Well, I'm surprised my dad did.
Well, and a happy new year, everybody.
Happy New Year, everybody! Yeah, I've got a New Year's song.
All right then. Well, then. You're first up. I've learned nothing new.
No, I've learned very little, but we've got.
I learned.
Go on.
No, I was talking shit.
Well, you might as well just go to bed if you're going to stop talking shite, because there'll be no other words coming from your end of the bloody camera.
I take advantage of somebody that's ill.
That's what I was doing. What I was going to say is, Alex is.
Where's Alex?
He's going to be an hour late. I don't know where he is, but he's going to be an hour late, so he'll jump in with his hardcore rock music when he joins.
Hardcore rock music.
Right. Alex has been stopped from going for work because his place in the town had no water. Burger King, it's hot in Newcastle. Burger King, I don't know why they had no water.
They couldn't wash their hands, so they
So
couldn't
they
serve
couldn't-
food.
They couldn't serve food, so they just shut the place down.
Wow, I bet that's
Bloody
cost them a
hell.
lot of money.
So I don't know what that was all about.
Wasn't it paid the water rates?
It could very well be, son.
It's
Could very well.
it's right near the gate area, you know, the sort of getting towards the Haymarket. It's probably one of the busiest Burger Kings in Newcastle, I would have thought. So
Oh,
they'll
right.
have lost a fortune on that.
I would think so.
Aye.
Brian, have you got any snow at your place?
It did snow today about an inch, but it sort of melted late this afternoon. It's all gone again.
What did
Sounds-
you?
But it's going to be really cold again tonight, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you? What did you prod into the snow to measure an inch with?
Well, I can do it in centimetres as well because I'm quite versatile.
There you are. I can.
I'll make a report out and send it to you, Michael.
As long as that's all you send, I don't want to see your measuring implement on the report.
Well, I'm just going over here to get some refreshment.
You do that. So I think Fiona and Alex are cooking at the minute. I think that's what's sort of holding them up. So they'll probably both join within the hour, I would have thought.
Right. I've had an alcoholic beverage since Michael was here. Whenever he was here, forcing red wine down my neck.
All right.
I haven't had an alcoholic beverage since the weekend, but so this is my first one since the weekend. I was going to not have one tonight as well, but I thought, sod it.
Fish bowl, that's not a glass,
That's not a
that's a
glass.
fish bowl.
Aye.
I'm only having this one
No, it's really,
because I'm only allowed one.
and this is really close to the screen. It's not really that big. This is how big it really is. Look.
Yeah, we were breaking. David, were you out gallivanting on New Year's Eve or did you stop home?
No, we're just at home.
Aye.
Just
Me and
me.
Val went to our separate beds about 10 o'clock, didn't we? Because Val was trying to keep away from COVID, but unfortunately she must have come across it somewhere in the house.
Was it big, big,
Big
big bugger?
a big
Come on,
snot lying
germs.
around. Yeah. Anyway, she couldn't avoid it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
now-
like if as you three haven't had COVID, it appears it's like having a permanent hangover.
Is it?
Aye, it is for me. Aye, it's
Aye.
permanent. And I'm taking plenty of aspirins, not aspirins.
Are you drinking plenty fluid?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why
I'm
he's
near-
getting a hangover.
Coffee all
Cups
the
of
time,
tea and
Brian.
coffee all the time, Brian.
I'm waiting on
Cups
him.
of what are you taking for?
I'm waiting on him and foot bring them cups of tea and coffee.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed about it. She's
I'm sure he's truly grateful.
yeah.
Cheers.
I can tell her how lucky she is. Aye, good health. How well, Michael? Let's have a bit of music out here.
Good health. Good health. The only New Year's song that I thought Joe might like, since
right.
it's been recorded for Joe, I thought I should try and make an effort. All is quiet on New Year's Day. Light gets underway. I wanna be with you night and day. Nothing changes on New Year's Day. I will be with you again. I will be with you again. Blood red sky, black and white, arms entwined, the chosen few. Newspaper say it's true. Oh, say it's true. You can break through, torn in two. We can be one. I will be with you again. I will be with you again. I will be with you again. I will be with you again.
Hey,
Where do you get that one from, Michael?
That's by you too. Yeah.
All right.
yeah, well, I would have thought I'd heard it before, but it was it David seemed to recognise it.
It's not really played like I played it, but yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. So it's not played the way I played it.
Oh, I recognise it. Well, David played it, Michael.
Yeah. So they're the dominant. That's the dominant bass line that runs through it.
All right. Well, you know, David, no.
Yeah.
Just start the new year. You mean you want to go on, David? Eh? Show him how to play it.
That's right.
I'll have to try and find something he's never heard.
I can't get into my desk. I've got a bloody dog lying under my desk, haven't I, Corks?
Which dog you got?
Corky tends to make his way up here for live jam night. He likes music.
Does he? Does he play out?
Yeah, he does, aye. Yeah, he plays the guitar. Mind you, you should see the state of it after he's finished.
Oh, right, aye.
He's
I hope you got a good scratch guard on it.
Phew, bloody, not with them teeth. I don't think the guitar would last 5 seconds with them teeth.
I've seen Henrik play with his teeth.
That's right.
He might learn off
Give
Henrik.
you a guitar to Corky, see how he gets on for 10 seconds.
You might have to restring it when you're finished.
Bloody hell. He always comes up here when the live jams on and when I'm playing music. So I have come to the conclusion that there's something about music that soothes him.
All right.
Well, this will show you how daft dogs are. Because our Lucy always goes and sits beside Bruce when he's playing the guitar.
Hey, that's amazing. My dog legs it.
Yeah.
Don't
Runs
right.
like- yeah.
It's not amazing at all. Fran legs it as well.
No
Aye,
taste,
aye.
no taste
Well,
in
she
music,
runs
them
after the
Dalmatians.
dog.
She's got two choices: listen to you or go and defrost the fridge.
Well, actually, I've been sitting in the fridge all day because it's warmer in there than it is in our house.
I've got the freezer door open, like, to warm the room up.
They're a bit heated.
Yeah, it's better than a radiator.
Hey, David, as soon as you learn that tune, you know, you can start.
Try not to learn it though, eh?
He's saying no, he's putting off. Right, name that tune.
Right. It was New Year's Eve.
Next!
Not at the first turtle, trying to change the words there.
Alright.
It was New Year's Eve, babe, in the drug tank, and an old man said to me, won't see another one. And then he sang a song, the rare old Mountain Dew. I turned my face away and and dreamed about you. Got on a lucky one, came in 18 to 1. I've got a feeling this year's for me and you. So happy New Year, I love you, baby. I can see better times when all our dreams come true. Got that wrong. Because big as bars, they got rivers of gold. But the wind blows right through you, no place more the old. When you first took my hand on a cold New Year's Eve, you promised me Broadway was waiting for me. You are handsome, you are pretty, queen of New York City. When the band finished playing, we howled out for more. Sinatra was swinging, the drums were all singing. We kissed in a corner and danced through the night. And the boys from the NYPD choir still singing. Galway Bay, the bells were ringing out for New Year's Day. Got up there wrong. You're a bum, you're a punk, you're an old slug on jump there and almost dead and you're drinking your bed. You scumbag, you maggot, you cheap lousy faggot. Happy New Year, you're awesome, great God, it's your last. And the boys from the NYPD were still singing Galway Bay, and the bells were ringing out for New Year's Day. Could have been someone, well, so could anyone. You took your dreams from me when I first found you. I kept them with me, babe. I put them with my own. I made it all alone. I built my dreams around you. And the boys from the NYPD choir still singing Galway, and the bells were ringing out for New Year's Day. I could have been someone, well, so could anyone. And I took your dreams from me when I first found you. I kept them with me, babe. I put them with my own. Can't make it all alone. I built my dreams around you. The boys from the NYPD choir still singing Galway Bay, and the bells were ringing out for New Year's Day.
New Year's Day.
Yes.
Sound good. Very good.
Excellent.
New Year's Day song there.
Yeah, it's my best New Year's Day song. I've never heard that one before, David. New Year's Day. Who wrote that one?
There you
It
go.
sounds very similar to another one, but I can't place it.
I think
The words are different. The words are totally different.
Yeah,
he wrote that one himself.
he did.
But I thought that was one of his. He was a bit shy about it.
Yeah, no, it was nice anyway. We can't remember New Year's Day. It seemed to come and go, didn't it? Somebody said to me, Happy New Year today when I was out walking the dog around the backyard. I'd forgotten all about the fact we've just come through the New Year.
Aye.
Right then.
Right, just as I was saying that Corky likes music, he buggers off.
I'm not going to... See, I'm going to sing a Christmas one.
Was it a New Year one?
A New Year one, no.
I would have thought you had enough time to write a bloody COVID New Year song.
No, I said to Brian, I couldn't get the words to one.
You were singing about it's like the time to say goodbye.
Oh, now the end is near. That's it. My COVID song, yeah, I can do that one, but David can play it slightly better than me.
So you're doing it, are you?
And now
The end, yeah.
no, I'm not going to play that. I felt like it the other day, but this is the tune that I've tried to learn all year and still can't play it. But don't let that stop you, Bruce. It's yeah. Is that right? No, it's that one. Right. This will be good. No, I can't play it. You'll just have to forgive that fact. But I really like the tune. And to give you a clue, David, this lad's family or agent sold all his stuff this week for £183 million. There you are. There's a clue in it. Sold all
He's shaking his head.
Chaz
sold all,
Chandler.
David Bowie stuff sold for about £183 million this week. You know all his songs and stuff.
So the rights to everything, you mean?
Yeah, all the rights. You know the way they buy stuff up.
Do you not know the code?
It's not
I don't know.
That's not a bad investment, really.
All right, then here you are. It's a God only small plan to the girl with the mousy head. The mom is yelling no, and her daddy's told her to go. But her friend is nowhere to be seen. Now she walks with herself to the seat with the clearest view. But she to the silver screen. But the film is a terrible bore, 'cause she's seen it 10 times before. It's about to be real again, as they ask her to focus on sailors, might be the dance hall. Oh man, look at the cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the low man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder will we ever know? Oh no, it's the best-selling show with the life on Mars. It's all America's culture proud. Mickey Mouse had was in the town. Now the workers is struck for fame. The landing's on sale again. See the mine sister Melody and Hoyle. From our feet until the North Bay Road. We pretend you're not the blind. But not the word for the night. So is a terrible boy. 'Cause she's seen it 10 times now, bollocks before. It's about to be rich again, as they ask you to focus on sailors, fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the long man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. I've lost it. With their life on Mars. Oh, sorry about that. I told you I didn't know it. I'm packing it.
Spot on, I love that song. It's not an easy chord sequence. I've tried it before myself. It's not easy, that one, like.
Too complicated, and I don't know the words. I'll be brilliant at it soon. Anyway, that'll have to do.
Good stuff.
I think
I love this song, but I cannot play it. Or sing it.
the The COVID's never stopped you singing or anything, Bruce.
Just give us a cup of...
Yeah.
No, I still sounded pretty good, like.
Oh, yeah, aye. You can tell it's me next, can't you?
I'm just going to the toilet, Brian.
I'll come with you.
No, it's all right. Don't you worry about your performance. You've just seen mine. Hey, Michael, that is a bit complicated for us, that one.
It's just a complicated chord sequence. It's a really unusual chord sequence. I've tried it once before myself. It's messy.
So I'll get it
It's
eventually.
good footballer called that.
Eh?
Good
Messi.
footballer
I got
called
for
that.
Messi, yeah.
All right, sign him.
Alright.
Oh, I am sure, yeah.
I'm still I tell you what I'm working on, Michael.
Brian, I'm just going to make a cup of tea. Can you
It's
hang
all,
on? I'm not
it's,
long.
it's all right. You're not
I'm going to make a cup of coffee.
Well, I've been looking at my vast repertoire.
Bloody
I
hell.
think I should go on a diet.
You do what you like in your own personal time.
Aye, listen. Val's waiting to make a cup of tea. I'm waiting to make a cup of coffee. And Michael's going to start brewing beer.
Well, I'll hang on for that.
Yes. You're making light work of that champion.
Aye, you are, aren't you, Ben? It's your only drink of the night.
It's gone.
No.
Oh, you can't do that.
He can't resist it, can he? Eh?
Well, there was only a little drop left.
A quarter of a
When
pint.
it came back up again.
It's barely a mouthful there. Aye, it's barely a mouthful.
Not a chance. If I'm only allowed one, I'm not going to spill any, David. You can guarantee it.
Right out of your vast repertoire,
Yeah.
it's not country roads, is it?
Yes. But not yet.
All right then.
I really don't know what I never know what I'm going to play. That's not like me. You can hear all the individual notes. I dance in the morning when the world was around. I dance on the moon and the stars and the sun. Came down from heaven, I danced on earth. Left me and my friend. Dance, dance, whatever you will be. I am the Lord of the dance, said me, and teach you all. Whatever you will be, I'll lead you all in the dance, said me. I dance for the strive of the farthest sea, but the one day dance and the wouldn't have me. I dance for the fishermen, James and John, came with me and the dance went on. Dance, dance, whatever you be. I am the Lord of the dance, and he will teach you all. Whatever you will be, I'll lead you all in the dance of me. I danced on the Friday when the sky turned black. Hard to dance with a devil on your back. Lift me and lift me and hug me high. Left me there on the cross to die. Dance, dance, whatever you will be. I am the Lord of the dance, and he will lead you all. Whatever you will be, I'll lead you all in the dance, and he will hunt me down. But I left up high. For I am the life that will never, never die. You live with me, you live with me. Ha! I am the Lord of the dance, and he dance then wherever you will be. I am the Lord of the dance, and he will lead you all. Wherever you will be, I'll lead you all in the dance, and he. Short song.
Yes.
Thank you.
Champion, Brian. That brought a few memories back of the Hanaways.
The Hanaways, eh?
The last time I played that, somebody told us I had away.
Danny laughs because he's when he was working down in Bratton Park down in Shropshire. Obviously, most of the staff were from that area, Bristol and in the south, and Cardiff and such. But he was pretty much the only Geordie there, and so he came back. When by the time he'd finished, they were all talking with the odd Geordie word, and Hadaway was their favourite word. Hadaway and shite.
That's
Hiya,
the popular Geordie phrase. Hiya, Fiona. Happy New Year.
New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year! How you doing? You've been cooking.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy
You're looking good.
I'm not.
No, you're only a
I'll
bit
take
tight.
your
Or a
word.
load of shite.
That word keeps cropping up, doesn't it?
It's had away.
Shite.
Have
I had
you
a way.
been cooking, Fiona?
No, I've been to pick Amber up from
Ah.
Save.
Right.
All right.
Good stuff.
It's
What
terrible.
made you think she's been cooking?
Eh?
I
We
thought-
stopped off at the chippy. I've had a fish cake.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
Big,
right.
big fat fish cake like that.
A healthy one.
Right.
Did you have? Did you
A
put
healthy
in?
one.
Yeah. Did you put
I
spinach
bet it was
in it to
me
make it
fishing
healthy?
it.
Pick up on
I
that.
didn't. I missed the spinach, Mick. Terrible.
Shocking.
Huh?
Spinach
Did you
solves all
see-
the problems.
Fiona, did you see Amber's with you?
Yes, they'll be on in a minute.
Well, she should be playing something by now.
That's right.
I think she might.
I think they should be
Just see how
proud.
she feels.
Show them balance.
Well, no, she should watch me and not get embarrassed.
How are you both feeling, Mum and Dad?
Not bad on the mend, slowly but surely.
Yeah. And we got one delivery from Iceland today.
That's a canny
Yeah.
distance,
Good.
mind. Bloody hell! Could you not get a UK supplier?
No, I couldn't.
Nice one.
Actually, I put just up, it took exactly a day, didn't
Yeah.
it? It came spot on time.
Ordered it yesterday, got it delivered today, not bad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The only trouble is,
Sometimes there's
the only
one
trouble
on the
is,
line.
the only trouble is, we've been relying on getting stuff delivered for long enough now. All the time the COVID's been on,
Yeah.
and they keep saying you ask for something and they haven't got it, and they substitute things,
Yeah.
and they get rid of a lot of their rubbish like that.
Oh,
Like, anything
It's
different.
definitely a policy, isn't it? It's definitely a policy. Whereas if they don't have this, they'll give you whatever they can't get rid of.
That's right, all the time.
Hoping that you won't return it.
Well, I drink it normally.
We didn't have McEwen's headspace, so we've gave you McEwen's champion instead. Is that all right? Well, it's all
No, they give us they give us stuff from weird breweries and things like that.
All right.
No,
Um,
no.
we think we got everything ordered.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
normally do from Iceland. It's not that bad from there.
Well, it depends on the variety of it and the quantity of what you get, doesn't it? If you just order a loaf, and that turns up every week.
Well, weirdly though, I've seen we don't really do supermarket deliveries. To be honest, done it probably about two times, and there's always been substitutes. But weirdly,
Aye,
you never
that's
have a-
right. That's
you
what
never
we
have a
find.
problem getting it when you're in the supermarket. So it's definitely a policy.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's
Yeah.
right. If they can't get my ale, there's no champion ale. I just get in the car and go to Asda, and there it is on the shelf,
Yeah, there you
and I
go.
get it anywhere.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get the substitutes, keep them, and still go out and get the champion as well. But the bags are getting too heavy.
Aye.
Dion's asking how's your chocolate cake getting?
I said I thought you'd be eating chocolate cake.
Yeah, I thought you'd be eating chocolate cake. Dion's shouting,
Hey.
Dad.
I'll be in it.
Don't worry, hey. Yes.
Is there enough there? Did you get enough of it?
Yeah, give
Yeah.
some to Alex and that's a bit
Yeah.
yeah.
Alex and Amber are going to have some later.
Yeah.
Right.
What about chocolate cake?
Yeah, you've got to know this one, haven't you?
Yeah.
Hey, what about this then? Can you see it?
Brilliant.
Can you see it, Harry?
Yeah, we can see it. Don't worry.
There you are. There you are. How was that then, eh?
Good, eh?
All right. Hey.
Yeah.
Did you have 80 candles on your cake?
Happy birthday to me.
It's the
Yeah,
only.
that's great stuff, but
It's the only cake you could fit 80 candles on.
there you go. Hey, what I'm
That was a
thinking,
massive cake.
Yeah.
the only, it's, I think it's fattening.
No. Cake's not fattening.
If it's
No.
got seaweed, if it's got
It's got spinach in it.
spinach in it.
But very healthy.
Did it make you break window lock?
I think so. Yeah. The speed.
All right.
Well, I think I'm getting. I might have to slot a. I'll tell you what. We'll give it another minute, and if Alex is not here, I'll slot a song in, and we'll get him up next. I was hoping he was going to.
Yeah, just carry on, man. Just carry on.
Uh-huh.
Have you got something in your eye, love?
My eyes are sore.
Is that what's that with? Have you
Oh, they
been-
just got dry and sore.
Oh, right.
They're all right.
Dry eye drops.
Can you still see out of them, like?
Oh, Alex has turned up just in the nick of time. Great
There
stuff.
he is.
There he is now, man. Hey, Alex.
Willow,
What are you here?
come here, Willow. Willow.
He's got his t-shirt on, Dion.
Is he? Brilliant.
Brilliant. Not going to do it. Go on.
There's Willow.
Hello.
Ah, there she is.
Bloody hell.
It's like lifting a heavyweight.
What sort of dog's that, Michael?
A four-legged one. We don't know exactly which breed.
She's American
Oh,
Bulldog
really?
cross.
We're told she's an American Bulldog-ish, something or other-ish, maybe a cross.
All right. What's made him cross then?
Usually music. the Corky's quite good with music, but the Bulldog doesn't like it.
Hey, Uncle Brian, you're quick.
I'm stupid. When it runs in the family, you'll have it as well.
Verbal diarrhea.
Ah, it does.
Verbal diarrhea is
What?
hereditary. It runs in your genes.
We've got to wait.
That's not what runs in my genes.
Alex is
How's
on,
me
Alex,
Uncle?
you're on
How's me
silent,
Uncle
did you know that?
Brian?
Still a mental pet.
Oh, that's good.
I
That's
am all
good.
right,
How's
yeah.
me Uncle David?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good.
He's probably-
He's
Yeah,
been
cool.
dyeing. Do you think he's been dyeing his hair?
I've seen them yet.
Aye.
Aye,
He's
well.
starting to look like David Bowie now.
But David Bowie's dead, so that's not much of a that's
Is he
not
dead,
much
mate?
of a compliment.
Anyway.
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah, well, that's better. He looks like the lead singer in the Pogues.
He is the lead
That's it.
singer in the Pogues.
That's it. It's Tintin.
That's it. Yes. Bang on. Alex, yeah, you're up there, so whenever you're ready, by the way. But no, don't be rushing, you know.
No pressure, son, but I hope you and Amber practice some song.
Alex's hair looks a different colour. Have you been dying your hair?
You're still on mute, or you've got no volume.
These sound on, son.
I'm just the thing is just got a new camera.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Look as if you've turned ginger.
Right?
Aye.
It's you and Amber getting knots in.
She's hiding just around the corner.
All right.
It's a
then.
Hayden. It's a
Well.
Hayden.
I hope she's going to support you. I hope she's going to play bass or something for you when you play.
I hope you're going to do like a Tina and Ike number.
I told her.
Aye, and I can Tina Turner number, son.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. That'll be something.
It will,
Alright.
definitely will. Alex, if you and Amber turn up and do a Tina and Ike number at any point, it'll make everyone's day.
I've thought of one of her numbers, but I'm not going to mention it. Sounds rude.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's not like you.
I know Amber's there. I don't want to embarrass her. There you go.
Ha ha ha.
I'm just thinking that Alex probably never heard of Ike.
No. I bet Tina Turner was good of Ike.
Aye, I bet.
First concert I ever went to, Newcastle City Hall. Ike and Tina Turner were
Really?
the second top of the bill.
Was
the
it?
Rolling Stones were top of the bill. Ike and Tina Turner second top. And the Yardbirds were third on the bill.
Yardbirds,
Wow.
is that Clapton?
Yardbirds,
And were you there, David?
yeah, I was there, yeah. I was still at school, like, I mean, this is 1966. Yeah, the Yardbirds, they had Jimmy Page, Eric Clapton, and another top.
The elders done all right, haven't they?
But I don't know who was there when I saw them. I don't know who was playing when I saw them.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah, what was,
Where
what,
was it
what
at?
was the Yardbirds? One of the Yardbirds hits?
The shape of things that you know, the shape of things to come or something.
Oh,
was
that,
like,
before my time.
I saw the Everly brothers at the City Hall.
yeah.
Or is it the City Hall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What year would that be, Brian? About 59?
I was about 59. No, Bruce, I haven't got a clue. I cannot remember. But they were both still alive at that time.
Buddy Holly played at the City Hall when I
Yes.
think I was about 5 years old, but so I wasn't there, like. But
Well, I had a ticket to go, and I never managed to get because I was transferred from the company I was working with. I had to go down to London, and I missed it. But I caught him the next year, but he was in a coffin.
the thing is, I'm terrible with names, buddy. The guy who was supporting Buddy Holly, British guy. Well, you would believe it, bless you. I can't, if I could remember the name, it would be good.
So a British singer.
Rolf Harris.
Adam Fair.
Cliff Richard.
Craig Douglas. Craig Douglas.
Somebody who went on, it was, I think it was the guy that the mice used to take the meat out of all the time.
Des O'Connor.
Yeah, Des O'Connor.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's good, Dad, because I watched an old program, and Des O'Connor said he'd been on the same bill as Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly had given him a guitar, and he was showing it on the show he was on. So
Right.
that's right, aye.
And you found it under your bed.
Yeah. You know, everything else is there.
Aye. I was just about to reach out and get it when I saw Michael. He got there first.
David, there's more chance of finding Des O'Connor under his bed.
Bone meal, aye.
Well,
You are, by the way,
What's that?
Okay.
are you ready, son?
pretty much. Just
Give
gonna
it
check
a
out
whirl.
the emails.
Give it the welly.
No, I've got a war going on, eh?
Am I loud enough?
Yeah.
That's a short one.
So far.
Thank you. And that was the end, was it?
I'm going to unplug my microphone now, so I won't be able to talk to you.
Okay.
We're switching her off so you can't talk. We just have to play. Uh-huh. Right. There we go. Hey, he does look ginger, doesn't he?
Does look ginger.
Fiona's he dying his head, the ginger.
You can say anything you like, but we can't answer you back. Alex, you're an idiot.
Oh, no,
He's using sign language.
through the window.
I always thought that kid was an idiot.
Never mind.
Can't even answer for himself.
He's got a nice t-shirt on. No,
How are you doing?
this will be good.
He's getting his back and track sorted. Ike and Tina.
Is that a new guitar he's got?
A new
No,
guitar
it's
strap.
one.
We've got a new guitar stuff, Brian.
Oh, right.
Brilliant.
Well done, Alex.
Love that. Absolutely love that one.
That was fantastic.
Brilliant, man.
Well done, Alex.
Who's that? Oh, we'll not know. He's got his microphone to plug in.
It was by Diamond Head.
Diamond.
Diamond.
Right head.
Love that. Absolutely love it. Superb. Just give me a sec. Keep talking crap.
That was brilliant. So
We thought it was by them, didn't we, Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my
Well
favourites.
done, Alex. Brilliant.
Good
is our
stuff.
little
Yeah.
Amber going to show her face?
Yeah, go on, Amber. Let's talk to you. Where are you?
Come on, Amber, show us your face. Show us your face. Show us your face.
Hello.
Hiya.
How are you doing? You alright?
Cool. And the top right.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, Amber.
Merry Christmas. That's
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Everybody got their Easter eggs.
Yeah, had mine.
They'll be in the shop soon.
Oh, tomorrow.
What's that? Oh, they're already in the shops. Yeah, in the shops.
Yeah, I eat hot cross buns all the year round, so.
You'll be eating cake. You'll be eating cake all year round.
Oh, we'll manage to slide a little piece Alex's way, so.
Ah, good stuff.
Uh,
Half
and
of
he
it.
would. Only staggers the body to like turn his hair ginger.
I wonder if I get a different webcam, my hair will change from grey.
You might get some. You might get some hair.
Oh, I've got your share, look.
It looks awful like you got good polish on your head, to be honest.
Yeah. That probably would help instead of getting a webcam.
Right then,
Yours would look like a swimming cap if you put boot polish on your head.
instead of talking rubbish, someone need to get a guitar in your hand and give away a lovely song.
I will. I'm just going to wait and see which dogs leave the room first. Yeah, they're all leaving. Then obviously know it's my turn. One sec.
Right?
Go on, bugger off, doggies.
You just know how much your dogs enjoy the music.
Yeah. I was obviously bragging about how much Courtney liked music, but to be fair, this is what I'm about to play is not necessarily classed as music.
Oh no.
Now, don't run yourself down. We can do that.
Yes, just leave that to us, son.
Right, and see if I can get this. This is one that I've practiced once. David, you might get this from the riff. I'll only play the riff to give you a clue that I'll never play it again.
Right?
Baby, here I am, I'm a man on the scene. I can give you what you want, but you gotta come home with me. I have got some good old loving and I got some more in store. When I get throwing on you, baby, you're gonna come back for more. Boys and things that come by the dozen, that ain't nothing but drugstore loving. Hey, little thing, let me light your kennel, cause the mama I'm sure hard to handle now, yes around. Speak louder than words, and I'm a man of great experience. I know that you got another man, but I can love you better than him. Take my hand, don't be afraid, I'm gonna lose every word I say. Advertising love for free, so you better place your ad with me. Boys and things that come by the dozen, that ain't nothing but good stay loving. Hey, little thing, let me light your candle, cause the mama I'm sure hard to handle now, yes around. Here I am, I'm a man on your scene. I can give you what you want, but you gotta come home with me. I have got some good old loving and I got some more in store. When I get thrown it on you, baby, you're gonna come back for more. For some things I'm along by the dozen, that ain't nothing but 10-cent love. Hey, little thing, let me light your candle, cause the mama I'm sure hard to handle now, yes around. nothing but peace and love. Hey, little thing, let me light your candle, cause mama, I'm sure hard to handle now. Yes, sir.
Excellent, Michael.
Love that one.
Was it Otis Redding did that one?
I've been covered a lot of times. That was the version that I know is by bloody hell, man. Black Crows, but it's
right,
not
it's
originally by the Black Crows.
I think it was Otis Redding's version I've heard lately.
Hard to handle, the Black Crows.
Love
Otis
that.
Redding, yeah. Otis Redding, The Commitments, Tom Jones. Everyone's covered it.
Is it a very, very old song, Michael?
I guess it must be relatively old if Otis Redding and Tom Jones have covered it.
Aye.
Aye.
What sort of music would you say that was?
So Rock and Roll's the version that I've got by the Black Crows. It's rock and roll, but I don't know the Otis version that David knows.
It sounded bluesy, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that I know what I'm bloody talking about at all. I just open my mouth and all this shit comes out. I'm sorry I taught your dad a lot of it.
Oh well, he taught me all of it, and then I taught Alex.
Verbal diarrhea.
Oh,
That's true, very true.
aye. Let's have another folk song then.
That sounds different.
Right. I'll play this one before, but well, see if I can get through the words all right. When I'm eating biscuits, I shove them in me gob. If I'm feeling peckish, the hobnob's just a job. I'm partial to a rosemary and morning coffee, porridge tea, lemon puffs appeal to me. When I'm eating biscuits, I've got to have my daily fix. A chunky Kit Kat, double Twix, chuck a taxi in the mix. When I'm eating biscuits, I can't eat half a pack, no, I can never stop. I get the crumbs around me gums till I've scoffed a lot. Plain digestive leaves me cold, they're okay for the very old. Penguin's worth its weight in gold. When I'm eating biscuits, I've got to have my daily fix. Chunky Kit Kat, double Twix, chuck a taxi in the mix. When I'm eating biscuits, traffic aches, big debate. Is it a biscuit? Is it a cake? I've had a couple by mistake. When I'm eating biscuits, the wagon wheels are not for me. They're smaller than they used to be. Though the chocolate I can see. When I'm eating biscuits, I can't eat half a pack. You know I can never stop. I get them crumbs around me gums till I've scoffed a lot. If I'm ever feeling blue, I always know just what to do. Chocolate finger, maybe two. When I'm eating biscuits, I've got to have my daily fix. Chunky Kit Kat, double Twix, chuck a taxi in the mix. When I'm eating biscuits, big rolls, there's need to chew. Remember, don't have more than two, or they can make you follow through. When I'm eating biscuits, it makes me want to laugh and sing when I'm nobbling on a party ring full of sugar, that's the thing. When I'm eating biscuits, I can't eat half a pack, and no, I can never stop. Get the crumbs around me gums till I've stopped a lot. Keep passing me the biscuit tin. I wasn't destined to be thin, so keep them cookies coming in. When I'm eating biscuits, I've got to have my daily fix. Chunky Kit Kat, double Twix, chuck a taxi in the mix. When I'm eating biscuits.
Brilliant.
Superb.
Absolutely brilliant.
Love that.
Brilliant, Darren Good, David.
That was my favourite song last year.
Yeah.
Aye.
And possibly
Yeah.
this year.
That's
I-
definitely a song for you, Dad.
That's it.
That's right.
It's good when he said I wasn't meant to be thin. That's about right. How come I'm going to follow him all the time with all them good songs?
That is one of my favourites as well. I love that song. Where did you say you got that from, David?
I found it on the internet actually in the ukulele thing.
Someone just
It's
basically.
There's a couple of things where they publish like whole booklets of songs on the internet, like ukulele songs.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
20 or 30 songs. That was in one of those sort of things.
And
Right.
is that straight off when I'm cleaning windows?
Yeah.
Right,
I
aye.
think so.
Yeah. Yeah. The words when I'm cleaning windows is quite funny as well.
I
Isn't it?
went to see the film that he was in playing when I'm cleaning windows. The old Corona with my grandma,
Yeah.
who died before you were born. But she took us as a treat to the Corona to watch it.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
What's his name again?
Yes.
Formby.
Yes,
George Formby.
George.
George
yeah.
Formby, aye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's him.
Aye.
That,
With his little ukulele in his hand.
Yeah.
Aye.
Uh-huh.
He
What was
pretty-
the other one he had a big hit with? There was when I'm cleaning windows.
I'm leaning on the lamppost.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
Sweet
That's it.
such a little lady
There's
walks
certain little
by.
lady comes
Oh,
by.
my.
Oh my, I hope that little lady comes by.
Fiona singing it in the style of Bernard. Oh me, oh my.
Yeah.
I
It's
hope
over.
that little lady comes by.
Well, I'm leaving. I'm just simply fine. Oh, my. That'll be enough of that.
I think that was a Tim Core job. That.
I wasn't sure that yeah, we were the one.
He was quite a fast player, was George Formby, wasn't he? Really fast, really quick.
Oh yeah, good play.
Aye.
And the ukulele trick, which I can't do, that he used to do all the time, a triple strum or something, where you do this extra little flourish when you're strumming.
Aye.
Oh yeah,
Which-
really good. Yeah.
It was said that Buddy Holly just used a downward strum all the time. Would anybody know where that was?
Yeah, I suspect that was a lot of these guys probably start off playing the banjo, and if you're playing clawhammer banjo, it's all downstrokes. So I
Aye.
suspect that's where he came from.
Right. I couldn't. I was trying to work out, you know, the strumming pattern for Peggy Sue or something. I think
It's
how do
just
you
about
manage
impossible.
Did you-
stroke?
It's very difficult to
So he
find
does
any
all of that down strumming.
George Formby songs that Buddy Holly recorded.
Yeah, difficult, but not impossible.
Oh, you can do it, Michael.
So are you saying that Buddy Holly used to every single chord that he, every one was a downstroke? What a
Yeah.
weird
Apparently.
thing. Yeah, I'm gonna watch a video now to see if that's true.
But you can't really tell because obviously his hand's got to come back up.
You'll
So you
hear it
can't
though.
tell.
You'll hear it though. You'll hear twice the,
Well, no,
the number of.
Jing, 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 jing. Peggy Sue. Da, 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 da. Yeah.
What a weird technique to use.
Yeah.
I know, but it's quite fast, Peggy Sue, isn't it? It's
That's the thing.
quite
Come
fast.
on. Just
Down
down
back.
strums.
Good thing. Anyway, this is a Eagles song, a nice easy Eagles song for me. I like the way from against the skin of the brown. I get a peaceful, easy feeling. I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. I guess I found out a long time what a woman can do to your soul, but she can't take you anyway. You don't already know when to go. I'll get a peaceful, and I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. I get the feeling I really know you. Oh, that love and a friend. But I got this voice keep whispering in my other ear. I may never see you again. I get a peaceful, easy feeling. And I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm
Already standing.
yes, I'm already standing. Yes, I'm already standing on the ground. On the ground.
Yes. Great, love that song. Great song.
Lovely, Dad.
Nice to
Well
be
done, Bruce.
Just get a drink.
No problem.
Aye.
Are you struggling to get the focus back in there, Alex?
Just getting a drink, Brian.
Right.
Well, getting a drink. We're all going getting a drink. Brian, come
Is
on.
it-
Everybody.
Anybody need a run-off or maybe a McDonald's or something?
Don't mention McDonald's.
Burger King. Burger King, eh? We'll go for a Burger King.
Aye. My next number will be Silent Night.
Well, you better rehearse it because you're next.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Where is it?
If you get stuck, you can always get your mouth organ out.
I can't. I haven't got the wind, I'm afraid.
All right, okay then.
Oh, well, Bruce has got plenty of that.
Ah, yes.
Not at the top end, though.
No, I don't think you're blowing out of you. I don't think you get blowing out your backside. I wonder if anybody's ever trained to use the mouth organ.
I was just going to ask that, Dad.
Someone will have done it. I would YouTube it if I bet someone's done it.
But if anybody could do it, be David.
I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Aye.
Oh! Hey, that's coming. Oh!
I haven't done this song this year. And I tried to do it last year and I couldn't do it either. I might try again next year, but I don't think it's worth the bloody effort. So what am I doing now? Oh. This was a request from Bruce earlier on. Oh, tell him. West Virginia. I've got to keep stopping for a rest. I'll have to start. I'll have to start again because I forgot the words.
Almost heaven.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is older, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, rolling like the breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, down in the take me home, my country road. All my memories gather round her. Honest lady, streaming through the water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Destination Tucson, teardrops in my eyes. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, my country road, take me home, my country road. Shorten.
Hey.
Another song from my vast repertoire.
Brilliant.
Alex again.
Aye. When you finish your chocolate cake, Alex, go and tune.
Oh, you actually did have some as well. Brilliant.
Aye.
Fiona, Irene's going to give you some more the floor tests for her tomorrow,
Right.
right? She
Right.
says she's got a couple spare,
Aye.
so she said she'll give it to you, okay?
Smashing.
Because your dad keeps testing positive all the time.
I keep testing positive.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
maybe you should stop testing.
Are you
Still
both
now,
still
Bruce.
positive?
Well, I'm on my 10th day now. I'm on my tomorrow I'll be on my 10th day. And the doctor down the road says on your 10th day you should just wander off, you should be fine.
No,
Right,
if you're
Stu.
testing positive, you don't.
I know, but she reckons after 10 days you shouldn't have it. She thought it might be leprosy.
But if you're still testing positive, Dad, you can't go out.
Right, okay. Well, I've got no way of testing, so I'm not going out. Alright, okay. so
I'll
I'll
get
test
you
tomorrow.
shopping on Saturday.
If the test them, I can't
No, I'm going to
tomorrow.
test tomorrow anyway. The last one had sure up had too much chocolate cake in my blood.
Was a diabetic, because honestly,
Aye.
no, I drank all
Bruce, I thought the floor test was when you cannot pee. We better drop that one.
Yeah, we'll leave that one alone.
Went awful quiet. Oh,
Yeah,
it's ready.
Alex's thumbs. I think that means he's ready.
He's-
He's going to do it. This one's by Ike and Tina. Brilliant.
Well done.
Alex,
Alex, when you get your microphone back on again, I need to know who that is. It's just my kind of thing.
That was a band called Death.
Death.
it went on about 2 hours long.
What's the name of the song?
It was a slow death.
It was.
Hey, was that the shortened version, Alex, you played forward?
Aye. What did you say it was called? Sorry, Alex.
Flesh.
Wait. Flesh. Hold on. Oh, Flesh and the Power It Holds.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why?
wow.
Very good, son.
Why?
I'll bookmark that one. Quite like that one. It's my kind of thing.
Why?
Brian, there's been a request to play for one of your songs. You know the one where she died in her sleep?
Aye.
That's the one. That would cheer everybody up.
No, she didn't die in her sleep. She was pissed. She woke up the next morning with a headache.
Alex, that's a little bit Dream Theater. That. Not in the vocals style, but in the music style. Stop, moves on
Really,
to different things.
technical, isn't it?
It's what, sorry?
Really technical and weird.
Yeah, so it moves on to different signatures, different timing, different strumming, sort of bit Dream Theater's like that. It's like a story. The music's like a story, even if there's no words. It's that sort of thing. I like that sort of thing. That's why I like Steve Vai for.
Yeah, me and Brian's into that sort of thing. Don't we, Brian?
Oh, exactly. I lap it up.
I'm not going to start playing yet. We've got more shite to talk. We've got loads of time to fill in.
Well, that's right. I mean, aye.
Hey, I haven't got loads of time. I've got to go and
I
start
was-
writing some songs.
I was going to ask Alec if he watched Death very often.
Never watched.
Listen,
Do you think about death all of the time?
All the time.
Yeah.
Aye. Well, you look quite healthy, so I wouldn't worry.
Flesh and the Power It Holds, like that. I'm going to have a
I
listen
think
to
it's
the
about
others.
cannibalism.
Brian, he's got time to die as many times as you have.
Aye, on the stage, aye. I never failed to die.
Yeah.
Sometimes I never got started before the club chairman, Hyde Wood.
Well, I've been thrown off stage at least twice. I'm sure there's a third time, but my favourite time was my My favourite of all was it would just played a brilliant gig at the Beamish Mary in just down from
Aye.
a place called No Place. And great, they've got a separate music room, brilliant, filled the place. I went down the storm. We rarely do this, and I hate doing this, but we had a gig on the Friday and the Saturday. So the Beamish Mary was the Friday night, and then we ended up in the place called the Coach and Horses in concert on the Saturday night. And we were sort of quite, even though we were knackered, we were quite enthusiastic, thinking, you know, went down a storm last night, this is going to be great. 2 songs in, the guy came up on the stage, and no one in the whole place was looking. And at the end of the song, no one clapped. Nothing. Absolutely nothing whatsoever. Literally nothing at all. And then after the first song, a guy got up on the stage and tried to tell a joke on the microphone, someone in the audience. So we did the second song, and then the guy from behind the bar says, "Thanks very much, lads, that'll do. Get yourselves away."
Aye. It didn't put you off, though.
It never put us off, no, but it was quite memorable.
Was that Rage?
No, that was a long time ago. That was probably about the 3rd band that I was ever in. A band called, God Almighty, what were we called again?
Loaded.
Don't
Loaded.
forget when you went to the Nutty Club, your band was called Loaded.
It was.
And me and your mum sat down with 3 Enid Sharples, big fat Enid Sharples type women. And we didn't crack on that we knew you. You know, like denying them 3 times. And she said, "This band's called Loaded." And they're a load of shite.
Yeah.
And me and your mum sort of said, "Yeah, are they?"
Yeah.
You
Is
want
it
the
special
crap-
needs, Mick?
You want the
No,
crap-
it was,
she
different. It was before the band before that one. I'm trying to think what it was called. Now we've done all sorts of American sort of songs, Incubus and Foo Fighters and Chili Peppers. Incubus was the main influence. It was a different style again, quite unusual covers to do. I can't for the life of us remember what it was. It was like, you know, we really enjoyed that band. You know, it was one of some amazing musicians in that band.
It was just to the wrong crowd.
It never put you off, Michael.
No, it never put us off. I've been thrown off stage 3 times, so it obviously never put us off.
Well, I didn't actually get thrown off, but I fell off loads of times.
Your mum and dad have seen me thrown off stage before.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that was at the festival down in Shotley
Festival.
Bridge. Yeah.
Great.
French cricket club or tennis club, one of the 2.
Aye.
Cricket club.
Right. It was great. I will tell you before, Brian. Loads of kids are running around, about 5, 6 year olds, right? And most of the lyrics of the songs that your singer was singing was fuck, 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 fuck.
Oh, they're good ones, easy to remember.
We learned the lyrics straight away. Then who the hell booked them? I don't know, because they were discussed, the lyrics. Anyway, they got bombed off, but they got paid.
Oh, well, that's good.
They got bombed. I thought this is going down well with the bands. Right, so,
Here's another one that I don't know.
right, okay.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and bringing me out the dark. Finally, I see you crystal clear. Go ahead and tell me, and I'll leave you laying there. See how I leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I would do. There's a fire burning in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and bringing me out the dark. Scars of your love grind me up and keep me thinking that I almost had it all. Scars of your love leave me breathless to keep me feeling I could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, kept my heart Maybe I have a story to be told, but I've heard the one on you and I'm gonna make it heard. Think of me in the depths of your despair, making a home down there, mind you won't be shared. The scars of your love remind me of us, keep me thinking that I almost had it all. The scars of your love leave me breathless, I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you had my heart inside your hand, and you played it to the beat. We could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you had my heart inside your hand, and you played it without beating. Throw your soul through every open door, count your blessings to find what you're looking for. Turn my sorrow into treasure gold. You pay me to look back in kind, now reap what you sow. We could have had it all, rolling in the deep. Could have had it all. We could have had it all, rolling in the deep. You kept my heart inside in your hand, and you played it to the beat. We could have had it all, rolling in the deep. Kept my heart inside in your hand, but you played it. Yeah, you played it. Yeah, you played it. Yeah, you played it. You played it to the
That's lovely, mate.
Hi.
Well done. Hiya, Fran.
Hiya, Fran.
Everybody okay?
Happy New
Very
Year.
good, very good. How are you doing?
All right, how are things? Especially your COVID household over there.
That's right.
Yeah.
You just keep away from one.
Cover the microphone. Cover the microphone.
Alright. Keep your eyes on it, come through your ears. Let's hope not, eh?
Hope not.
Anyway, I love that song, Michael.
Lovely.
Yes.
That was a kind of bit of a Adele on over Christmas, wasn't it?
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
that's what got us playing it. I heard a new song, and I thought, I
Oh,
wonder
it's
if
a
I could play that, and I
brilliant song.
couldn't. So I picked something that had easier chords in it.
Was that easy to play, Michael?
Sort of, aye.
Right.
Sort of.
Thing is, there's easy to play, and then there's Grandad to play.
Ginger.
Now, there you've got to be nice to Grandad.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Never happened before.
Doesn't bother.
He's full of COVID.
That's
Happy
right.
birthday.
Alright.
Yes. It's his big birthday.
Aye, that's right.
That's right.
Just keep sending the presents.
It's in the post, Bruce.
Oh, that's all right then.
Ignore the ticking.
Dad, show Fran your balloons.
He's
Don't
what?
make it more.
And we're going to do this year.
Wait a minute. All right then.
Naughty
I
bugger.
didn't know what you're talking about there.
Get them the right order.
Naughty bugger.
Oh, they're big balloons.
They are.
Hey, I'm
Actually,
looking
you're
for
big.
Oh, hell.
The O looks like a life jacket or a dinghy.
Like a dinghy.
Mr. President.
Aye.
Anyway, thank you very much for these balloons.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, there we are. I put them in the window so anybody going by will recognise it's my birthday. And
Well,
they
I
might
just
come
had to remind you that you were 80.
God,
Oh, that was nice. Well, you got me birthday wrong, haven't you? Because I'm only 70.
I wish.
Is that wrong way around, Val? Is that the right way around, Val?
08.
She
Zero
says she's
eight, yeah.
very unknown after her.
I've got them in the window. The neighbours will spot it's my 80th birthday and might bring presses in.
We'll give them a present, a nice.
Aye, it's coming here. Give them a nice drop of COVID.
David's getting charged up there, look.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still back there, isn't he? He's having another biscuit before he starts.
Oh, he did the biscuits
Lemon
on
puff.
it.
Sounds like should I stay or should I go?
You'll get.
What the tune?
Biscuits. Sure, foamy
Ah, big lad Danny rode away in the sunset-covered sky. A lynching mob had strung up Alex right before his eyes. I just realised I normally play this with a cap on.
Oh, well, let's have it with the cat. This is going to be good.
Aye, Nick.
That one was gone.
It started well. Love it.
Hang on a minute. You know I've done.
Depends when you want to switch up.
Got laundry on.
Is our little Amber going to give her a tune?
Oh.
Alex
That's
is,
all right.
Alex is either
Just
mine
ask
or
them.
can I hear him?
Are you miming, son?
Yeah, I'm miming. I'm just really good at this. I
Yeah.
don't know when I'm built on the corner there.
Oh,
Right.
Right,
right, David.
go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Big lad Danny rode away in a sunset-covered sky. A lynching mob had strung up Alex right before his eyes. He didn't know what they'd both done, as sure as hell he'd end up home, unless he notched in the sheriff's gun to bring him home. The sheriff followed Danny's trail from Concert to the west. He said he'd put a bullet right through poor old Danny's chest. But Danny wasn't like the rest. He don't like bullet holes in his vest. In fact, he'd do his very best. Don't want any arrest. The nights got so damn cold he couldn't stand the pace. He looked again for the sheriff's men, but couldn't see a trace. Danny found a nice warm place, but then the sheriff saw the case. Poked a gun in Danny's face and said, "Look here." The sheriff rode him into town, but Danny looking sad. He didn't know about the 6-gun war like Danny had. Then Danny drew his gun real fast, gave the sheriff one big blast, and Danny runs the town at last. A legend from the past. That's about it.
Brilliant.
Danny shot the sheriff, but he did not kill the deputy. Danny shot the sheriff, but he didn't kill the deputy.
Yeah.
I wonder
Excellent.
who shot the sheriff.
Very good.
I don't want
Excellent.
to pop
Very
this
good.
afternoon.
Aye, absolutely brilliant.
Hey, poor Alex got shot from behind the gun there, didn't he?
No, third line.
He got shot on the third line, Alex. Make a note of that.
Screw up.
It could have been Alex shot the sheriff.
Could have been. It could have been big lad Alex running away or something. But Lynch and Mob had strung up Danny right before his eyes. I could have changed it. That's not the way it's written. That's my last song. I've only had 3 songs.
Well, that was brilliant.
I like that one. Brilliant.
You've done very well.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
You're all
Right,
doing great.
Doing great, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
you, Dad. And we've got. You're not stopping yet.
No, I'm not stopping yet. I've only done 2. I've got another 6.
Oh my God, what a nightmare.
Alex has only got one left. Yeah. Alex has only got 1 song left, but it's a 25-minute.
That's all right.
I know. This
We'll
song's for
put the time in for Joanne. This is the only TV she gets.
Yeah.
Right then, here's Eagle, another Eagle song. Well, I'm running down the mountain, missing my soul. I got 7 women on my mind. Oh, one is me too, one is going me, and one is she's gonna be mine. Take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. You may lose, you may win, but you will never be here again. So open up and climb in and take it easy. Well, I'm standing on the corner, sun is over, sitting on side to see. It's a girl alone in the black red boat, slow it down and take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't take me. I gotta know your sweet love, you're gonna save me. You may win, but we will never be here again. So open up and climb it in and take it home. Well, down on the corner, sun is open, such a fine sight to see. It's a girl my own and a flatbed boat, slow it down and take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't take me. I gotta know your sweet love, you're gonna save me. You may lose, you may win, but we will never be here again. So open up and climb it in and take it home.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Great. Great.
Tune and the words.
Not bad for a 90-year-old, Bruce.
Really sure.
Right then.
Yeah. So,
Well,
hang
Brian.
on.
When you're 90, I'll be 104, won't I? Or something like that. No.
You'll be 156, Brian, and you're up
Right.
next.
And I'll still not have learned a tune or a chord,
You
but I'm quite used to it.
Listen, I thought you got well into country roads tonight, mate.
Well into it, about halfway through, wasn't it?
Yeah, next week we'll get the rest of it, eh?
I didn't use all my chords. I only used one tonight.
I never noticed that one.
No. Is it me
Oh,
again? Oh,
Yes.
Is it me you're looking for?
Oh,
Well, that's a bit ambitious. That I don't do that.
no, that's right. That's one
There's
of
got to
mine.
be some Ike and Tina stuff.
This is a very old song by a guy called Guy Mitchell. Well, the never felt more like singing the blues, 'cause I never thought that I'd ever lose your love. You got me singing the blues. Well, I never felt more like going away. Why should I go? 'Cause I couldn't stay without you. You got me singing the blues. Well, the moon and stars no longer shine. The dream is gone. I thought was mine. There's nothing left for me to do but to cry over you. Well, I never felt more like singing the blues, 'cause I never thought that I'd ever lose your love. You got me singing the blues. You're treating me mean, you're making me cry. I've made up my mind to tell you goodbye, but I'm crazy about you. You butterfly. Well, I knew from the first time I kissed you, you were the troubling kind. The honey that drips from your sweet lips. One taste and I'm out of my mind. You're treating me mean, you're making me cry. I've made up my mind. Tell you goodbye, 'cause I'm crazy about you. You butterfly. Thank you.
Yes.
You showed me.
Love that,
Nice.
Uncle Brian.
It was a simple song from a simple source.
Very nice.
Brian, was that not simple songs?
I think
And you're singing the blues, and you changed to a song called "You Butterfly."
Andy Williams.
Guy Mitchell and
Guy Mitchell as well, was
Andy
it?
Williams.
No, Guy Mitchell sang singing the blues, but Butterfly was the bloke I've just mentioned.
And
Whose
you.
name I've already forgotten.
Very good.
But you got two songs for the price of one there.
Well, it still only, thank God it still only lasted 2 minutes.
Well, I think Alex might have something lasting a bit longer than that, yeah.
Aye, Alex, don't
Actually,
take
I don't.
this one,
This
Alex,
last
don't.
one is 3 minutes.
Oh, it's a 3-minute song.
Oh,
bloody
this
hell,
is
Alex,
getting
what's
down
going
into
on
my
there?
league.
What's going on
That's
there?
right.
You're slipping up there.
What's the matter, son?
He's only going to play the intro. It's actually a 20-minute. Sounds like he's got a record on. Yeah. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Love it.
Rock and roll.
Rocker.
Cracking
It's a
stuff.
rockin'.
David, you're going to have to reconsider because it's me next and then it's you after me.
No, but I haven't got anything.
You've got 100, you've got a million songs. A
know,
million to one.
Tidied them all away at Christmas. And
You know
I
the
need
songs. You don't need the music.
You don't do the music.
Don't know any
We're
words.
heading off now.
You what?
We're heading
What's
off
that?
now.
No, you can't just play a song and then go. Have a
No.
night, Glory. I'll see you later.
Right.
See you later. See you later, Alex. Don't worry about us. We listen to all of your stuff, but don't you worry about it.
Yeah, he didn't look the least bit worried, to be honest.
Yeah.
Tell us not to worry, so I'm not.
Keep your head down, there's a lot of shit flying around.
Hey,
Don't you
and
worry,
you,
Alex. If you
Why don't you and Amber get ready to play something between you on a buskers night,
Well, sometime in the future.
right? We've got to get rid of that shyness that she's got.
You know. She can hear you.
I know
Well, I'm
she's
not
there.
just saying, get rid of that shyness.
That's gonna work. Telling her to get rid of that shyness.
Right, that's right.
That's
Right, I
gonna
think
work, right?
Well, we were all shy.
You've never.
Oh, aye, what the hell, aye. Yeah.
Right then. Okay. We'll let you off the hook, son. You keep on turning and look as if you're talking to somebody. I don't think there's anybody there, is there? Is that the magic?
No, not at all.
It's a dog with its front paws over its ears.
Right then. You've got a carrot dog, is it?
Go on, son, get yourself away.
Don't you worry, honestly, Alex. Get yourself away, Alex. Get yourself away. Don't feel bad about it at all.
Do you think Amber can wave a hand so I can see a hand?
We have seen her. She
Just
actually.
there.
I am.
See you all.
See you later, Alex. Take it easy. See you later, Amber. Bye. There's no place like home. You can look a hurricane right in the eye. 1,200 people dead or left to die. Follow the leaders, whereas an eye for an eye we'd all be blind. Death or murder, this I'm sure, in this uncertain time. So come pull a sheet over my eyes, so I can sleep tonight, despite what I've seen today. I found you guilty of a crime, sleeping at a time when you should have been wide awake. Down on the road the world is floating by, the poor and undefended left behind, while you're somewhere trading lives for oil, as if the whole world were blind. So come pull a sheet over my eyes, so I can sleep tonight, despite what I've seen today. I found you guilty of a crime, sleeping at a time when you should have been wide awake. I found you guilty of a crime, this now I know. So come pull a sheet over my eyes, so I can sleep tonight, despite what I've seen today. I found you guilty of a crime, of sleeping at a time when you should have been wide awake. Wide awake, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Hey, next one, so.
Michael, is that one of your songs?
No, that's it. Chris Cornell.
Chris
Yeah, I
Cornell.
like that one.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
taking this opportunity to wish you all a Happy New Year. I'm sort of leaving for the fridge. I've got to get back in there.
It's been Liverpool.
Lovely to see you both.
See you later. Take it easy. Great to see you.
Fran, I
Nice talking to
Bye,
you.
Fran.
thought
Bye,
Fran
Fran.
was going to play the guitar.
Yeah, you're going to play the guitar, Fran?
Oh, I think she's yawning.
Oh, you don't want to hear it. See you slow later.
See you later. Take it easy.
Bye.
Oh, he just did a turn there.
Ah, funny dad.
Not bad. Anyway, how are you, David? Just scratch one more out.
Just trying to look.
We're on 1 minute 59.
I thought the last one you
Hour.
did was your when you started out. I thought it was one of your own.
Which one? That one there?
Yeah, we got mixed up. We thought it was one of your own.
No. I wish it was. Bloody hell, that would be nice. You heard that? You heard the heavy version of that at Trillions recently. You heard Baz sing the heavy version of that.
Yeah, but it was my mistake. Val said she knew it was one of yours.
Yeah. So Chris Cornell wrote it for Audio Slave, and so you heard it on the Audio Slave set in Trillions.
Right.
Yeah.
Just pulled one out.
See you, Mum.
Looks like it, yes.
Yeah.
Well, you've
Should
got to
we
play
tell you?
you've got to play one more song yet, Dad. You're finishing.
Oh, listen. I've got to watch again. Oh,
Oh shit.
that's not
Thing called love. I just can't handle it, this thing crazy little thing called love. This thing called love. I was like a baby in the cradle all night. It screams, it jives, it shakes all over like a jellyfish. I kinda like it. The crazy little thing called love. There goes my baby. She knows how to rock and roll. She drives me crazy. Gets me hot and cold fever. She brings me in the cold full sweat. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Please, you gotta be cool. Relax. Get hit. Get on my tracks. Take a backseat. Hitchhike. Take a long ride on my motorbike. I'm getting ready. The crazy little thing called love. I love an instrumental. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Gotta be cool, relaxed, get it hip, get on my tracks, take a backseat, hitchhike, take a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready, crazy little thing called love. This thing called love, I just can't handle this thing called love. Must get around to it, ain't ready. The crazy little thing called love. The crazy little thing called love. The crazy little thing called love. Yeah.
Crazy thing called love.
Yeah!
Excellent. Love that song.
Yeah. Hey, David, it goes well with that musical instrument you just played.
Aye,
What was
it
it?
does, doesn't
What's
it?
the banjo?
That was brilliant.
Saxophone, was it?
I've been
Right.
I've
I've
been
no
listening.
idea. As Brian would say, I've no idea what I'm going to play. Yeah. Oh, yes, I do, right? Here's a Beatles medley, very short and sweet. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe yesterday, suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me, oh yesterday, suddenly. The long and winding road that leads to your door will never disappear. I've seen that road before. Don't leave me standing here. Lead me to your door. Day after day, alone on a hill, a man with a foolish grin is sitting carefully still. But nobody ever sees him, or the sound he makes to make, and nobody ever listens to that fool on the hill. The sun going down, and the eyes in his hand seem to us spinning round. Yesterday, Oh, the trouble seems so far away. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Well, what would you do? I sang out a tune walk out on me. Lend me your reason, I'll sing you a song, and I'll try to sing out a key. Oh, I get by without my friend. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow on this street, remember I'll always be blue. And then while I'm away, I'll write home every day and send all my troubles to you. I tell you something that you're only kidding.
Oh, so
Excellent. Spot on.
At least you knew all of them. I say you knew all of them anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I still like your Who song you did last there.
What?
The
Who song you
Queen.
did last there. The Who song you did last. You just did the last song on the banjo.
Queen.
Oh, was it Queen? Oh, sorry. I recognise that. Like. No, I loved it.
It made it sound like the Who that we are played it like.
Bloody hell.
Have
Have you got a drum kit to smash up behind you?
What I enjoyed particularly about the Neighborside Seniors role was David Biscuit.
Yes.
That's the song for me, lads, because it's just me, typical me, if there's any biscuits in the house.
It is a good song.
Have you watched the Beatles documentary?
Which one?
It's on Disney Plus.
No, I haven't, no.
Yeah.
Was it good,
It's
David?
about 6 hours long or something like that. And to be honest, is a great. I'm a real Beatles fan. I want to know everything about them, and I found it quite a lot of it quite boring. But I had to watch it all. But if you were going to watch it, the last half hour where they do the performance on the roof, you know, that Abbey Road. That's what I watch it. But the rest of it.
He said it was Disney Plus and it was on for 6 hours, so I haven't seen that.
Seen that in the
We've
Alexa.
seen that excerpt, yeah. Yeah. I tell you what.
Uncle David said the last half hour if you watch that.
Yeah.
All right. What? We'll look out for it. But
I haven't got
I was
Disney
watching.
Plus.
I read one of the blokes who wrote a complete autobiography of the Beatles. He said it was a bit alarming. He says because Paul McCartney is currently changing the history of the Beatles. Yeah, when he's being interviewed, evidently he's changing things round that he feels didn't actually happen.
I don't know. I mean,
So-
the thing, this film it was when they were doing the Let It Be album in effect, and at the time they were saying all about Yoko Ono splitting the Beatles up. Now I know they can edit stuff up, but there's hours and hours of it. And you watch and think, well,
Yeah.
Yoko Ono wasn't splitting the Beatles up. She was there a lot, but she was just sitting in the background.
You just sit and listen, yeah. Right. It had a lot to do with John Paul with the managers in the American Wife.
Yeah, that was later. Yeah.
Is it called Get Back?
I'll tell you what was interesting though, like Get Back, which was the big hit after that.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney started it quite early on. He's just strumming while hanging around. He's strumming 2 chords on a bass, and he comes,
All
"Oh,
right.
that sounds good," and that was Get Back. And then it as gradually evolves, and they haven't got the words in that. And he's just playing this tune and coming up with whatever words were coming in his head,
Yeah.
and it eventually evolved over time. So just shows. Well, the way they were working then, if you think, because you've been writing songs and I sometimes try and write things, but they were starting with a tune and then any words that fit almost. If they thought, I'll get that line, that sounds good on that one. But what about this next line? And they were just putting words in like that,
Yeah.
You
well,
think when you read the lines that they were put together as like to make sense of something.
yeah.
They weren't necessarily,
Well, I tell you why you should be watching, David. Watch the Travelling Wilburys.
Oh yeah, they're good.
You watch them, and George Harrison, Dylan, and them when they got together, they decided when they did eventually get together, they'd do an LP and write a song every day and record it by the end of the night from total scratch. And it shows you them sitting round trying things out, and that's not bad. They're exactly the same, and they literally turned out an album within, I think, about 14 days, because that's all Dylan had spare.
Yeah.
Roy Orbison was there, and then it went platinum. When they put the LP out, went platinum.
Yeah.
So have a look at the Travelling Wilburys. George Harrison was behind it. It was George Harrison linked it. He was going to go to Dylan's studio for a knock around with Tom Petty, I think.
Yeah.
And then Roy Orbison turned up, and then all of a sudden they're all sat around just talking, and they wrote a song called "The End of the Line."
Yeah.
And another one where they were looking at packing case. There's a packing case in the corner, and they took the name for the song off the packing case. I forget. It was something like "Handle with Care."
Yeah.
I guess that was another title it came up with. And watch the Travelling Wilburys. It's really, you'll enjoy it. Aye. So will you, Michael, for that matter.
Yeah.
Because you'll recognise it. And then they did one of them, the end of the line, and they had a rocking chair because they hadn't finished it when Roy Orbison died. So that was, they had an empty rocking chair with a guitar in it, and they were all sat around a big circle recording it. And it was Roy Orbison, the dog machine, had his voice already recorded for it, hadn't it too? So it was, I enjoyed that. And I know I'm talking all the time, but it came out to me lately how little George Harrison's music writing was thought of by John and Paul. They didn't really had that really clamped down and weren't really letting George have a fair shot at getting the stuff on the album.
It was interesting. There was something I heard on the radio before Christmas was saying the most downloaded Beatles track ever was the George Harrison one. Here Comes the Sun.
Yeah.
So the most downloaded Beatles tracks actually George Harrison one, and one of the next ones down was Something, which is also a George Harrison one.
Let It Be.
I've got it here, David, and I still haven't quite got that one off. So I love this song, Something. Wet my guitar gently.
I've got a ukulele version of that if you want an easier version.
Here Comes the Sun on Spotify has about 3 million more views than let me just get this right. About 300 million more views than every other Beatles song. Yeah. Then the next one's Let It Be, then Come Together, then Yesterday, then Hey Jude.
Well,
Let It Be's on the list. I'm surprised.
Let It Be is, I mean, I don't know how it's sort of worked, but Come Together has more views, but it seems to. But they've put Let It Be higher up the list. So Come Together is 474 million. Let It Be is 427 million. When you look at other bands, you tend to get, I don't know, like AC/DC might have 2 or 3 million, and a lot of bands have like hundreds of thousands and 600,000. The Beatles are on to 752 million views. The royalties off Spotify alone must be outrageous.
Yeah. They don't all go to in fact, very little of it I think goes to the Beatles because the rights were sold years ago. Like.
Yeah, they were to Michael Jackson, eh?
Mum,
What?
are you all right?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm certain, yes.
yes, she's
Fine. I'm just looking. It come up with some more holiday, dog-friendly holiday cottages on, and I'm just looking.
You can't have a holiday. You can't have a holiday until you've tested negative. Now, come on, Sam.
Yeah, that's right. David, is that documentary called Get Back a 3-parter?
Yes, that's the
Yeah,
one.
I see it. I'll see if I can get it for my mum and dad because I've got access to my mate's Disney Plus subscription.
I've just got Disney Plus because Stephanie's got it. You know.
Yeah.
Now
Well, you get 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 6 profiles with Disney Plus, one more than Netflix. I see me mate, it's Rob Herdman has one spare, so I'll see if he's all right with me mum and dad having access to it as well, because it's good. Like, there's loads on there now.
Rob Herdman's got nothing to do with Hexham, has he?
No, why is that?
No. Just I used to work with Ron Herdman, who lived in Hexham and just won it.
No. Rob lived in, well, his family's from
Whitby.
Stanley, and then he moved to Whitby.
Where do you come from, Bob?
Shotley Bridge or Coniston, didn't he?
Where was his dad from, Michael?
His dad was from Concert Stanley area.
Yeah, it's not the same dog, so it's not, there's no. Yeah.
No, listen. I was watching a George Harrison interview and he was telling you how he managed to get, I think, something recorded by the Beatles. He played it for John and Paul, and they were just knocking them back and saying, no. And they were already in the recording studios. So one morning he walked in with Eric Clapton and said, me and Eric's going to record this one. And John Lennon and Paul McCartney relented. And they obviously did record something.
No, I don't think that was something. That was My Guitar Gently Weeps, I think, that one.
Yes.
It was one of them.
In his documentary, I think he might be something he plays a bit of, and then says, "Well, I've only got the first verse. I haven't worked the rest out," because they're sitting around just talking about bits, and he does it. There's a Beatles song that he wrote called "Me Mine" or something, "Me Mine" or something like that, and which I don't particularly like, but. He comes in, he says, I've just wrote this song last night, and it sounds brilliant. He said, but I've only got the first verse,
Yeah.
Well, I know it was one of them. Eric Clapton went in and I know Bob Martin, or whatever. Bob Martin, what was his name? Martin, the recording studio.
Yeah, George Martin.
Anyway, he pushed that song in, and the Beatles did record it, and it was really successful. But it did sound as if John and Paul by that time were really ruling the roost.
Yeah, those were. Well, on this film, they talk about Eric Clapton coming in, but they wanted to play stuff live, and they realised they needed a keyboard player because they couldn't be playing a guitar and a keyboard at the same time. And Billy Preston won us in. And they knew from Hamburg, believe it or not. They met him in Hamburg, he was American. And he comes in and said, would you want to play the keyboards? So he ends up playing keyboards in all the sessions and playing keyboards on the roof of Abbey Road, or wherever it was. Yeah.
Yeah, there's still some...
It's interesting, isn't it?
It is, like...
This because it was very much my era, the Beatles.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, weirdly, I'm not massively a Beatles fan. I like the Beatles songs, but I wouldn't say I'm a massive Beatles fan. I like the stuff and I listen to it, but there's bands of that era that I far prefer, just because of the kind of music that I'm into. The Stones were much more my thing than the Beatles.
That was your mum. Always preferred the Stones to the Beatles.
Stones, Free. It's sort of classic. I'm more classic rock than they were effectively
the Free come after the Beatles, buddy. I mean, they are quite a few years after the Beatles. Like.
Yeah, well, the Free were sort of couldn't have been that much later because the Free were late '60s, weren't they?
No, it was. I was
in the '70s, I were.
Yeah, well, it's the early '70s. The Beatles had split up by then, like yeah.
Oh, right, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But anyway, the other strange thing, this Beatles film, because it's Let It Be, the sort of doing songs for, and that's the last album they released. But what isn't obvious, probably a lot of people don't know this. Well, though Let It Be was the last album they released, the last album they recorded was Abbey Road, and I think Abbey Road's one of their best albums. That's got something on it. Here Comes the Sun and Come Together all on that album, and that was the last one actually recorded.
Right. Well, I didn't know that, David.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You heard it first.
Well, the boy, lads. Right then.
So you're in 1968 was the first Free album.
Was it as early as that?
1968 was the first free album, but
Right.
but to be fair, I mean, I don't recognise any songs of it.
Yeah. It's funny because there was a friend of ours, you know, I must have studied at school then, who'd been going to watch them at Sunderland and saying this great band, The Free, which I'd never seen or heard before, you know, how they really liked them. And apparently they were trying to record a live album at Sunderland, and their fans were they were so into them, they didn't want them to share it with anybody else, so they were going around unplugging the wires. You know, it was like Leeds going around unplugging them. So the live recording didn't happen, like, you
Bloody
know.
hell!
Didn't understand that, like, but that's.
No, I don't understand that.
They're all backups.
But no, they weren't all Mackems, like,
Crazy stuff.
because that was the place at Sunderland that was the equivalent of the Mayfair in Newcastle, and I went to a few times, like, you know, it was the same. Quite often the same acts went to both places, like, you know.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Led Zeppelin there, amongst others.
So that big album, which had All Right Now, obviously, which was their biggest song, that was 1973.
Yeah.
So
Well, I saw them when All Right Now was #1 in the charts. I saw them in Durham at the place next to the river. It's part of the college. Dunelm? No, not Dunelm. That was just, anyway, there's a venue there, and they were #1 in the charts when I saw them there.
I think
and
that
then
was their
ended-
only #1, wasn't it? As far as I'm aware, they haven't really done that. That was that. I mean, that was their biggest song, as far as I can see on here, by a long way.
What your group
The week after that, we saw them at Durham, and the week after, the Melody Maker headline was "Free Mania hits Durham." because the crowds had been pushing forward and had to stop and go off stage and get everybody to move back.
Oh, right. Bloody hell. Well, the only, for me, I can only sort of think, I know I've heard a lot of the stuff, but the two notable songs were that and Wishing Well.
Yeah.
And not many people could name any more, to be honest. That was the two big ones, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'd obviously know quite a few more, but I'm racking my brains and I can't think of any off the top of my head.
It's stuff that
One of your groups used to play All Right Now. I remember going to one of your gigs, and I stood with Scotty's dad, and he said, this is better, because it was more of what he liked.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting lead run, but it's not that complicated in terms of notes, but it's very complicated in terms of feeling. And I can remember playing it at the time, and I can remember thinking, this is shit. I didn't actually do a very good job of that at all. But fortunately, most people in the crowd hear the album version when they hear it. They don't sort of really watch it, you know. But it's another. It's still, even now, I dare say that if I played it, I don't think I'd do it justice. You know, it's really. It's like when you hear Angus. It's when you hear Angus Young play. You know, it's not about how many notes he plays. It's about how it feels. You know, and getting it to feel like them artists is really hard.
You played that. I remember playing that with you at your dad's house.
Right.
And you played the solo, and I'm playing the back end. I was chuffed as bits because I managed to finish this. You know, when you finish the solo, I finished the back end at the right time. Because you know, is it now or is it? You know, is it another part? Is it?
Yeah. And of course,
remember that.
And of course, it's almost like a key change. The last chord as well. It sort of shifts. Doesn't it? Yeah. It's a hard lead run to get right. But the other thing, weirdly, I know it's getting a bit geeky, but I play my main guitar is a Strat, and a Gibson has a significantly lower scale length, and it's much easier to bend and tremolo on the bend than it is on a Strat, and it always catches me out that I've tried where you bend the note and then trem while it's bent is a really hard thing to do on a Strat, but it's a lot easier on a Gibson. Yeah, which
Are we
always
going to
catches
let
me.
me mum and dad go?
Yes, we'll stop talking shite.
No, you weren't talking shite. You were talking something we didn't understand, but I'm sure it wasn't shite.
Probably
I can tell you.
Probably was. You know this here when you bend a note and you go, yeah. Can you hear that?
Yeah. Yeah, do it all the time.
So tremoloing on the bend isn't actually that easy. But on a Gibson guitar with a shorter scale length, the strings move much easier.
Yeah, I think you're trying on this one. Go on, David, you do it, and I'll do it.
Gonna be interesting on an acoustic.
I hear him. Now I'll do it. My friend, I'll stay my keys. Oh, it's absurd. I've lived a life that's full. I travel each and every highway and more. What's more than this? I did mine.
Yay!
Sit properly, David.
You need to play that, David.
Hey, he always does it. I thought I was doing great, and Smarty Arse comes on and ruins it for us.
Anyway, say bye.
Right. That's
Good
it.
night, Joanne. Good night, Joanne.
Good night and happy
Good
New
night,
Year, everyone.
Joko.
Thanks, everybody.
Take it easy,
Bye.
folks. The
Happy
recorder.
birthday,
I'm going to process this one
Lovely
tonight, so you'll be able to
seeing
view
you
it tomorrow.
Bye now.
See you later.
Bye.
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 Oh.